Did you know that Moncks Corner is the fourth fastest growing town in the state of South Carolina? In the past 5 years, its population has grown by nearly 25%. This once quiet rural town has been transforming into a thriving suburban community within the Charleston metro. Moncks Corner may actually be one of the most affordable areas in terms of home value, and new construction here really drives the market. You can also find some of the most affordable waterfront homes in the entire Charleston metro in Moncks Corner. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Shawn, your Charleston realtor. In this video, I'm going to give you my unfiltered opinion on Moncks Corner, so you can decide if moving here is the right move for you and your family. So let's dive right in. So let's talk about where and what Moncks Corner is. Take a look at this map. It might seem like a far drive north from Charleston, but it's really not as far as it looks. The outskirts of Moncks Corner is located about 35 minutes north of downtown Charleston without traffic, and with traffic, you could be looking at about an hour commute, depending on whether or not it's rush hour. This means if you work further south in the metro, like in Charleston or in Mount Pleasant, then we need to have a longer conversation about if Moncks Corner is a good fit for you. The town is located in Berkeley County, which means it has lower taxes than Charleston or Dorchester County. While the town of Moncks Corner itself is an incorporated municipality, most of the surrounding areas lack formal government but still have residential and commercial hubs. This matters because statistics like overall population and demographics don't necessarily fall under the governance of the town itself, and services like law enforcement, utilities, and zoning regulation rely on greater Berkeley County. This is incredibly important because some areas may have different tax rates and regulations, which can be a pro or con depending on what's important to you. In the early 2000s, the population of Moncks Corner was around 6,000, but by 2020, it had nearly doubled to 12,000. Now, more than 5,000 housing units have been approved or have already been built in recent years, with the majority of them being in the southern part of the town. As of the last census, the population of Moncks Corner was just over 13,000 people, with a median household income of $83,000 and a median age of 36. But as of 2024, the estimated population is closer to mid-17,000, according to World Population Review. But again, the area of Moncks Corner is likely much higher than this because many neighborhoods are not actually incorporated within the town, despite having a Moncks Corner address. Now, Highway 52 is the main artery to get to Charleston. In decades past, it was but a 2-lane rural road that had produce stands on the side of it. Now, it's a major 4-lane highway that has restaurants, gas stations, and grocery stores to adapt to the growing demands of the area. But even with this growth, the town still retains that rural feel, especially in certain areas, and this is why people love it here. Things like traffic or waiting in lines to get into your favorite restaurants aren't really a problem. But as the area continues to grow, I think it's going to change from more of a rural feeling to more of a suburban community in the next few decades. Now, you could be asking yourself, why has this area grown so much and why is it getting more and more popular? Well, one of the biggest reasons for this growth is the affordable houses and low cost of living. According to bestplaces.net, Moncks Corner has a cost of living score of 96.8, which means it's 3.2% lower than the US average. And when you compare it to Charleston, that's significantly lower as well. Also, according to Rent Cafe, Charleston's cost of living is 6% higher than South Carolina's average cost of living, but housing in Charleston is 24% higher than the state average, which is why Moncks Corner is a great affordable option. The people who choose to live here are willing to sacrifice a little bit of extra driving to own a newer construction home that's cheaper than the rest of the Charleston metro. Now that we know where and what Moncks Corner is, let's talk about some things to do here. If you're a boater or an avid fisherman, then you'll enjoy the proximity to Lake Moultrie and Lake Marion, some of the largest lakes in the entire state. The lakes connect to the Cooper River, which you can ride all the way to Charleston Harbor and the Atlantic Ocean. The Penopolis Lock and Dam allows boats to travel between Lake Moultrie and the Cooper River as well. The Cypress Gardens are located close to Moncks Corner, and it's a blackwater swamp where you can rent paddle boats and explore. This is actually where a few scenes of The Notebook were filmed. Also, Old Santee Canal Park is a 196-acre park that commemorates the building of the first true canal in America. It's right next to the Cooper River and has some really cool swampland that you can explore with canoes. The Berkeley County Museum is here and has historic artifacts all the way back from the American Revolution, so if you want to learn more about the history of the area, you should definitely check it out. And one of the largest national forests in the entire state is just next door in the Francis Marion National Forest. It's a 259,000-acre forest in marshland, has great walking trails, and actually run by the U.S. Forest Service. There's also some fun community events that happen in Moncks Corner, like the 4th of July Festival and the Christmas Parade. Despite some areas being more rural than others, there's no shortage of things to do, and the town boasts a ton of restaurants, both in Moncks Corner itself, as well as the smaller commercial hubs right off Highway 52 as you approach the town from the south. You can also find pretty much anything you are looking for a short 20-minute drive away in either Somerville or Goose Creek. Now that I've talked about some of of the things to do in Moncks Corner, let's briefly talk about the schools. Berkeley County School District is the 4th largest in South Carolina. It has some great options when it comes to education. In Moncks Corner, there are 2 private schools, 4 elementary schools, 2 middle schools, and 2 high schools. The ranks for these schools vary from year to year, but Berkeley County Middle College High School is among the top-ranked public high schools in South Carolina. If you are serious about moving to Moncks Corner, check out niche.com or greatschools.org to find updated school rankings before enrolling your kids. So now let's talk about real estate. This is the biggest pro when it comes to living in Moncks Corner. According to Redfin, the median sales price for single-family homes was $363,000 as of December of 2024. You can also find townhomes for less than $300,000 in Moncks Corner if you keep a close eye on the listings, but on average, they normally run between $300,000 and maybe up to $350,000. Just keep in mind the price depends on the size, style, and location. I think it's really important to mention as well that there have been a surge of townhomes being built in Moncks Corner. Large institutional investors are building build-to-rent townhome communities in areas like Foxbank Plantation. So if you're thinking about buying a townhome here with the intention to turn it to a rental down the road, you're going to have some serious competition from these institutions. But considering the median sales price for homes in the Tri-County area is $416,000, these prices are quite a bit more affordable. I can't emphasize this enough. Moncks Corner is the best place to look for the least expensive new construction homes in the entire Charleston metro. In most of Charleston, homes that sell for around $400,000 that are close to the peninsula are mostly older ranch-style homes that don't have a lot of square footage. But in Moncks Corner, you can get a large new construction home built by reputable builders. D.R. Horton, Beazer, Lennar, Dreamfinders Homes, Dan Ryan Builders, and Eastwood Homes all have developments here. As a rule of thumb, most of the new homes being built in Moncks Corner are in the southern region off of Highway 52, and this is a great place to start looking. I would say the largest and most popular neighborhood is Foxbank Plantation. It's a master plan community that has a variety of different single-family homes and has the most amenities. There are 2 large resort-style pools, a 67-acre lake, a gym, and a dog park. There's a variety of stores at the Foxbank Town Center, and it makes it convenient to get your everyday essentials. It's a 10-minute drive to downtown Moncks Corner, and you're really close to Somerville and Goose Creek as well. Another great neighborhood is called Cypress Preserve, and it's built by Lennar. This is another master plan community that has some great quality of life amenities like resort-style swimming pools, a pavilion, and a pond. Some other honorable mentions are Spring Grove Plantation, Carolina Grove, Moss Grove Plantation, and Strawberry Station. Honestly, there's so many neighborhoods, it would take me a few videos to cover them all, but if you're interested in learning more about the ins and outs of each neighborhood, especially the new construction ones, don't hesitate to shoot me an email or a text. Now let's talk about the waterfront properties in Moncks Corner. According to Realtor.com, the average value of homes with waterfront access is around $370,000, but you can find larger homes with great views in the 500s. And as you know, in Charleston, it's really tough to find homes with waterfront access with prices that are this affordable. Now, Overton is a residential community located 5 miles north of Moncks Corner that has waterfront homes in the 300s. These homes were built in the 70s and are a little older, so that's something to take note of. There is a beach park in the community, so you can enjoy a picnic or a swim in the lake with lifeguards on duty. The next area is called Pinopolis, and this is a unique peninsula on the southern side of Lake Moultrie that extends north. This is one of the coolest areas in Moncks Corner because of how far it extends into the lake. You'll get some of the best views by far if you live here. It also has a historic district that has some amazing historic homes. I will say that homes don't come on the market very often here, and if they do, they can be more expensive depending on the size, but you can't overlook the area if you're wanting a waterfront home. These are just a few of my favorite places to look, but there are homes scattered all around the lake. And that covers Moncks Corner. I really like this city, and it's not surprising to see it growing as quickly as it is. With the most affordable new construction homes in the Charleston metro, it's only a matter of time before this small rural town becomes a suburban haven. If you have any questions regarding Moncks Corner, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is always in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.